The popular Discovery Channel series on the Alaskan bush people highlights their struggles and shows that life hasn't always been simple. However, the group is as close-knit as one would anticipate from a remote, off-grid Alaskan house. People could assume they are distinct from other people because they live off the land, are so far from civilization, and think life is from a bygone era. That would be untrue since the Brown family has experienced the same highs and lows as everyone else, despite the fact that it has undoubtedly made for fascinating entertainment. Billy and Amy moved to the huge state of Alaska to raise their children because they could never imagine themselves having a 9-to-5 job. Long before Alaskan bush people became a television series, the tribe had problems when the state set fire to their house since it was constructed on public property. Did it slow them down? Not at all. The first of the difficulties posed by the Alaskan bush people were immediately obvious. The family's boat overturned in the first season of the program. For a while, they had nowhere to live until they banded together and constructed a house fit for a family on the move. The family welcomed the most unwanted visitors in Season 3, guests that most people would anticipate running across at every turn in Alaska's vast forests. It makes sense that the Browns were frightened when a bear broke into their house. Even though the family had departed, there was enough evidence to suggest that a bear had gone on the rampage. The kitchen seemed as if a storm had destroyed it. Billy and Joshua faced legal issues in 2016 when the state alleged that the father and son created false documents to obtain Alaskan residency. See, the enormous quantities of black gold that are extracted from Alaskan territory supply yearly checks for oil money to residents of the 49th state in the Union. Billy and Joshua were found guilty even though they had submitted fraudulent papers. They were given a 30-day prison term along with a 40-hour community service requirement. The eldest Brown, Matthew, said later that year that he had sought treatment because he was losing the fight against alcoholism. The first warning sign was the DUI arrest in 2015. What had begun as light drinking with friends had developed into a severe addiction that was changing his outlook on life and his attitude toward himself. Matthew's life is looking better now that he is clean. Social media can be a cruel world, so managing it might be even harder than weathering an Alaskan winter. When Rain started posting personal information about herself on social media, the youngest Brown found out. Her positive attitude on life, her exercise regimen, and even her speech style were mocked quickly and viciously. The poor thing even received a barrage of nasty remarks after posting a video of her birthday celebration. It seems that Rain needs some sun.